Hey, what's up? So today I had a little film festival in the suburbs of Philadelphia, and after that I went to the gym, had a good chest workout, but now I'm obviously hungry. So if you are a fan of my channel, you know I like to try out different diners, especially ones that I've never been to. So I found this diner here in Ridley Park, Pennsylvania, and we're gonna try it out today. Remember, there's nothing finer than Mark Haynes doing stuff in the diner. This place is called the Stargate Diner. Open 24 hours. Right by the train tracks here. Over there is a train that goes through. So it's just a small little place, but it looks a little unique. So we're gonna try it out. It says it's open. It doesn't look like there's anyone in there, but I don't know. We'll see. As you can see, it's pretty much a typical diner menu. They have the club sandwiches and paninis and different dishes that you'd expect at a diner. A selection of desserts, and then they have the all-day breakfast part on the back. So it's pretty typical of a diner. You know, I think this place was an old Burger King or something that they redid to make it look like this, because you can still see like the booths and stuff, and from the outside looked like Burger King. But anyways, my meal started off with a salad. I just got water to drink and French dressing on my salad, and it was a typical salad. It was pretty good, you know, nothing wrong with the lettuce. It wasn't gross or anything, so I enjoyed it. It was just pretty much typical. They didn't have cheese on it. I wish I would have had cheese, but that's okay. And as my main dish, I went with just a basic grilled chicken over rice. But, you know, everything seemed fresh, and no complaints on the cleanliness or anything like that. So, you know, I'm not blown away or anything by the salad, but it was just a typical salad. Got a side of applesauce with my chicken, and it came over rice. I was impressed with the seasoning on the chicken, and it wasn't too dried out. You know, sometimes when you get like grilled chicken, it's all dry and stuff. I asked for a side of barbecue sauce, but the chicken was moist enough, and I dipped it in that sauce, and I really enjoyed that. So it was a good post-workout meal. Got a lot of protein. They give it a decent sized portion. It wasn't the biggest diner portion, and you didn't get all the stuff that some diners give you. Like a lot of diners will include a free dessert, and they'll include more side dishes, and you know, maybe soup and salad, or one or the other. This had one or the other, but I got the salad. But yeah, I didn't have any complaints. I thoroughly enjoyed the meal. Price was just about $17. They didn't have like a huge selection of desserts like at other diners and the little bar section. All right, so I'm all done eating here at the Stargate Diner. My final thoughts: it was adequate. It was all right. You know, it was very small, and didn't have like the biggest selection of everything. The food was fine though. I thought it was good for a post-workout, you know, protein meal with the chicken. They didn't have that many desserts, so I didn't even really look at those. The rice was a little buttery. They definitely cooked it with a lot of butter, but the chicken was seasoned nicely, and the barbecue sauce was really good. Was it my favorite diner? No, it's not my favorite diner of all time, but it was a cool place to check out. So if you're ever in like the Ridley Park area, it's like a suburb of Philly. If you're passing through, you're hungry, this place is always open. So that is a big thing for me, because so many places nowadays, ever since the pandemic, nobody's open 24 hours anymore, really. So it was a breath of fresh air to see this place that was still open. So yeah, it was nothing to write home about, but it did the job. So that's all I'm really looking for in a diner. So I hope you enjoy this kind of content. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Mark Haynes doing stuff.